Hi, I'm Dr. Rick Franks with today's Minute of Health. For today's Minute of Health, I brought along a little rubber band to kind of explain what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to take this rubber band and just slowly kind of wrap it around my finger a few times. And then I'm going to ask you a simple question. This rubber band has been on my finger for about 2 or 3 seconds right now. Is this part of my finger as healthy as the rest of my finger? The answer is obvious. Already within 2 to 3 seconds, because of pressure, this finger is no longer as healthy as it was 3 seconds ago. Now, in today's world, we're taught a lot of things to do to take care of this. Let's pretend that we can't see this rubber band right now. One of the first things that we would do is we would run to the medicine cabinet and maybe get some lotion or get some balm or something and rub on our finger to make that finger feel a little bit better, because it's starting to feel a little stiff already. So I put some stuff on, but it doesn't help. So I go back to the medicine cabinet, and this time I get some aspirin, a couple painkillers maybe, take those, maybe it'll help. But it doesn't, because the finger still is hurting and there's still pressure there. So I go to the next step. I go to my doctor. My doctor takes a look at it and says, you have some swelling here. What I want to do is I want to give you some steroids. So he gives me a steroid pack to help reduce the inflammation, and maybe shoot a steroid shot in there and put some steroids in there to help reduce the inflammation. It might work momentarily or temporarily, but then the swelling comes back. So I go back to the doctor. I said, Doc, we got some problems here. My finger's really starting to bother me. So the doctor notices that my joints are getting a little stiffer because I can't move this finger as well. So he sends me to physical therapy. I go to a physical therapist and I do all my exercises that the physical therapist wants to do, but the inflammation is still there. The joints are getting stiffer and stiffer. I go back to the doctor. I said, Doc, we've got a major problem here. I'm still having problems. There's a lot of pressure up in here. He says, you're right. He says, what I think we need to do, because there's so much pressure, maybe let's release some of the pressure. We'll lance it. So we lance it and we open things up. Unfortunately, it doesn't remove the pressure. Now, as you can see, we're having discoloration. My finger is actually dying as we talk. There's less than 100% and it's going down actually as we speak. The doctor says, well, we better take some drastic steps here. I can remove that pain once and for all. We'll just amputate it right here and take the pressure off, and you won't have any more pain. Now, this is how things work in the real world. Now let's take this same instance and take this pressure and put it in our spine, on those nerves that come from the spine where there might be some pressure on that spine. And can you see what happens, especially on the inside where we don't feel it near as much? Now, fortunately, as going to a chiropractor, what a chiropractor does, he looks at things a little bit differently. He finds where that pressure is, and he goes in and begins to gently remove that pressure a little bit at a time, allowing the life to start flowing back into that finger, the circulation, the nerve flow, until he gets all the pressure off. And within a few seconds, my finger will begin to become as healthy as it once was. Now, this is true health. This is what it's about. If you want your spine, if you want to be as healthy as you can, you have to make sure that your nerve system is working the best that it can. That's what a chiropractor does. Remember, your health starts with a healthy nerve system. I'm Dr. Rick Franks, and this is your Minute of Health.